Hey you guys, this is my full review for the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. I just filmed my final wear test and thoughts on this foundation. I have been wearing it for a little while and I do really like it. It's a super dry formula, so you have to work quick, but I don't have to set it, and I love that. But anyway, I've got some wear tests in here, and then like I said, my final thoughts at the end. So I hope you enjoy this. Hey you guys, I am currently barefaced because today I'm going to do first impressions of the LA Girl Pro Matte Foundation. When you're actually watching the video, there will be some reviews and wear tests and all that sort of thing. Today I'm just filming the first impressions. Dear Lord, it's been one of those days. I have not used this, touched this. I swatched it a little bit when I got it in the mail from Ulta. That was it. And the color on my face might be interesting. We'll see. But I'm going to put this on my face today, and I'm going to wear it a couple of days to work, hopefully, and do some wear test sort of things, see how long it wears, what it looks like at the end of the day. It's night now, so those won't be today, but I will wear this a couple days before I post this video. Reason for April, it is like disgusting outside. I live in southern Indiana and it's legit snowing today. Nothing is stuck, thankfully, but it's disgusting outside and I'm not a fan. I'm just not a fan. So I'm gonna put this on my face with the light I stole from my husband. We're gonna have a little fun today. So let's get it opened up. In case you didn't see my Ulta video, this is what the color looks like. It might be okay for my face. This is the shade, I think it's Bisque. Yes, this is the shade Bisque. When I got online on Ulta's website, there was some like questions and stuff that people were asking, and it seemed like there is one shade that's like lighter than this one, but it seems like that one is more for yellow skin tones as opposed to where this one is supposed to be more for like the pinker skin tones. Supposedly, we'll see. So we'll see how this goes on. Oh, I need to get my hair out the way. I came prepared though, you guys. I brought my clip and my cat ears, although I really need mini ears to go with my mini shirt, but you know, I don't have any. Well, this is interesting. Why am I having issues? All right. And I also brought a mirror so that I'm not completely dysfunctional when I start this video, as usual. All right, and I have a wet, this is not an actual beauty blender. It's actually the one that I got last month in my Cult Crushes box from Ricky Care, and I really like it. It gets really big when you get it wet. It's really soft and spongy. I think it does a great job. So I'm a fan. And I am going to also, since this is a new foundation, I'm not going to wear this with a primer, just to see when I'm like wear testing it how it does with a primer, except for at least for like the first day or two. I may do, depending on how it acts, like with a primer versus without a primer. But I'm going to try to do at least one day's wear test without a primer of any sort, just to kind of see how it acts. I really need to use the mirror that I brought. I don't know why I'm not. Just to see how it acts. This is actually not a terrible color for me. Like even in the mirror as opposed to the camera, like this is not super dark. So that's good because it looks like it would possibly be like kind of dark. So, and it's not taking, oh, that was my hair. That was definitely my hair. It doesn't seem like it's taking a ton to get coverage, so that's good. And I'm pretty sure, I think when I got this from Ulta last week or the week before, last week I ordered it on like Monday or Tuesday and got it on Thursday of last week. Stay out of the way. Oh my gosh, I'm having issues, you guys. As usual. Do I ever not have at least one issue? But it was, I think, $8.99, $7.99, $8.99, something like that. So this is not a super expensive foundation. It's not one of the cheapest. You normally get Wet n Wild for cheaper than that. But this is cheaper than what my Catrice is at Ulta, so, you know. I need to see if I can build this up in a couple places. This is going on really nicely, like as far as like blending out and that sort of thing. Like I don't feel like I'm having any issues getting it to blend out or having it look weird any place instantly. Again, right now these are all just kind of first impressions. I've not played with this yet, but we will do some wear tests and things on it. I don't know if you can see the difference, like where my eyes are, where I haven't really put any, and like around them. I like it. It's not my favorite finish as far as, like it's definitely matte looking. Oh, I don't know that I even need to powder this though. You guys, I might not even need to powder this. This is new for me. I powder like every foundation that I wear. But this has like no tacky feeling at all. Like there is no, like I don't like to rub my hand on my face. I don't feel like I'm wearing foundation to like the touch. And I feel like it's coming, like I might be getting a little bit off on my hands, but it's not like I rub my face and then like all of my foundation is on my hand or anything. So that's kind of cool. That's different. And I wouldn't say it looks cakey, but it definitely is not any sort of like dewy or natural look. It is definitely very, very matte, which is why I think I'm gonna try to not powder this when I wear it and see how that goes. Cool beans. So this is video numero uno for the trying out the LA Girl Pro Matte. I'll see you guys again after I do some wear tests. It is about 8:30, I think, 8:45. My time this morning. I just got my makeup done. I used that Pro Matte foundation, so this is what it looks like. First off, I did not powder. I did a little bit of blush and contour and whatnot on, but I did not powder my whole face. I did set my under eyes because of concealer, but. And I used the new ColourPop palette. I really like it. The one light shade that I used first was a little powdery, but I don't know if that was the brush because I used the new brushes out of my BoxyCharm as well. So I'll keep using it and see. Okay, here's the last check-in on this foundation for today. It is like 10:30 now, so this has been on for over 12 hours. And I definitely have had some rub off. It's definitely not like still looking perfect. But for over 12 hours of wear, like I don't have Rudolph nose yet. Like it definitely is not full coverage anymore, but it's not bad. This little guy's poking through, but I also ate Mexican food for dinner and had that all over me. So that's part of why that happens. But I'm not seeing a lot of like cleaning or lines or anything like that crazy that just would look terrible. It just has worn down a little bit, and I still have some eyeshadow on, so that's good. But I'm getting ready to wash my face and go to bed. Bye, guys. Hey, guys. Okay, so ignore any background noise you get because I'm in a drive-thru, but I just noticed what my foundation looks like after today. It's about 5:30, so this has been on about 8 or 9 hours. I put it on about 7 this morning, and it has just absolutely fallen apart. I hope you can see that. But I just wanted to jump on and show you guys that. I forgot to film what it looked like this morning, but it did not look like this. Today I used the LA Girl Primer along with the foundation to see if that's, to see if that's better or worse. So this is what it looks like. I put it on about 8:30, right, or 8 o'clock. Yeah, I was finished about 8:30 my time. So I'll check back in later. P.S. I'm loving that ColourPop palette. It's fantastic. Hey you guys, ignore the nasty nest on my head, but I just wanted to show you what my face looks like. And it looks a lot better today than it did yesterday. I feel like this wore really good today. So I don't know if yesterday was just weird or if the primer definitely helped today. But I worked a good 8 hours or whatever it was. Because it is 6:40 now. I got off work about 3:30. But, well, yeah, so it's been on a while. Probably 10 or 11 hours, and I fell asleep on my couch, so Lord knows what was going on with my face. So I was asleep on the couch, trying to get some different angles for you guys, and I can't see in my monitor. But I definitely feel like this looks a lot better than it did yesterday, so that's good. I'll see you guys later. Alright guys, here's the last check-in for day 3. It definitely doesn't look as good as it did this morning, but it is now like 9:30, so it's been on for over 12 hours. And I would say for over 12 hours of wear, this is not terrible. In the camera it's showing up a little bit more than in person, but you can see like right here where it's not completely full coverage anymore. But like as far as on my cheeks and stuff, like it's still pretty covered. I don't have crazy smile lines or anything where it's crazy settled. I mean, today was decent. I will say I can tell just from a couple of small dry patches that I have that if you have dry skin, this is not going to be your jam. But there's day 3. See you guys later. Hey. Okay, so it's like 12:30, almost 1 o'clock. And I'm wearing the Pro Matte today. Excuse the weird lighting. I'm just in my car real quick on a break. I didn't get video this morning because of work, but I put this on at like 6:45-ish. So this has been on a good 5 hours, close to 6. And it's looking pretty decent, like for a drugstore priced foundation. Like I am not hating this at all. So either when I get home or when I leave work, I'll check in with you guys again and see, but like, I mean, today is not bad. So I don't know what was up with that weird, I did wear the primer with it today. I don't know what was up with that weird one day that was like horrendous. But today so far is pretty good. Hey you guys. Okay, so it is like 7 o'clock I think now. 7:30. My Fitbit isn't, yeah, it's after 7 o'clock. After 7 o'clock, so the foundation has been on for over 12 hours now, and I fell asleep on the couch earlier. So it's also lasted through a nap. My cheeks and my forehead look really good. I don't feel like it's settled into lines or anything weird. This right here looks okay. It has come off of my nose a little bit, but it does honestly look a little redder in this light than it does in person. It still is giving some coverage, it just is less coverage than I had this morning. But, you know. Also, this eyeshadow I wore today, like, the color that's still there, the beiges, are my matte palette from The Balm, and I love that. But this blue is the new palette that I got in my Ricky's NYC this month. The Chi Chi palette, and do you see that creasing? Like, it looks terrible, and it looked terrible when I left work. Like, it didn't take 12 hours to happen. But this is the first time I've worn it. It's the first shade I've used, so I'll give it a few more goes before we decide it's terrible. But yeah, I think I'm liking the Pro Matte foundation. I need to go back to my other ones that need powder so I can try out some of the powders that I've bought. But other than the one weird day, this has turned out well. All right, you guys, this is my final kind of wear test / thoughts about the LA Girl Pro Matte foundation. I have worn this a good full week and a half. I haven't worn it every day, but I've worn it most days, and I've taken a lot of videos of befores and afters. I did have one day where it was kind of weird, but it was one day, and so I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if I just touched my face more that day or if it was the weather. It did fall apart, but every other day has been really good. So I think overall, especially for the $10 or less that this cost, I think I paid 8 or 9 on Ulta. I really like this. I do not recommend it for normal to dry skin. Right now I think I'm running about normal and it's done okay. But I definitely think that this is probably made for oily skin, just because if I did have a dry patch, if I was treating acne or something and using some salicylic acid, I would get some kind of cleanage and like you could tell there was a dry spot there. But other than that, I really like this. I love that I didn't have to powder it. Like, I literally was only setting my concealer and it worked great. I put it on today at about 7:30 this morning, 7:45-ish at the latest. It's now 9:43. You can't see that. It's now almost 10 o'clock. It's 9:45. And no, it's not perfect looking like it looked. Excuse me, I got lipstick all over my face. It's not perfect looking exactly like it looked this morning, but no foundation is going to be. But I still have coverage. My blush is still there for the most part. My nose is a little bit redder than it looked this morning, but I even put concealer on my nose. Like, my nose is just like Rudolph blinking red. I don't ever get to the end of the day, no matter what I'm wearing, and like, oh, my nose is still completely covered. Maybe the Kat Von D, but I save it for special occasions, so I haven't worn it long wear too many times. But yeah, I mean, I really like this. I think it's done a really good job, especially for the price. I like this a lot better than the Wet n Wild. And I'd say it's about the same as my Catrice. I don't know, the biggest advantage for me that it has over the Catrice is that I have to set my Catrice and I don't have to set this, and it makes it so much faster. I mean, setting doesn't take a lot of time, but that is an extra step completely cut out of my routine. So I really like that. But yeah, I really, really like this. I recommend at least giving it a shot. If you have at least normal and definitely oily skin. But I think that's it. I'll see you guys later.